This is an encounter I had with Beethoven when I was sitting on the loo. Sitting on the throne, I see Beethoven's sullen face in the floor tile. High forehead under a mane of grey hair, staring accusingly of some lack. His right goitered eye swollen, face twisted, sly. Left eye sinking into random shapes, disconnected. A thin mouth like a new moon fallen from its orbit, beached, points down, disappointed. Ludwig, there are 3 fingers pointing back at you when your index finger finds me. A choir sings your pagan prayer, Kyrie eleison. May my Lord have mercy on me. This one is called Galoshes. My father's galoshes covered his shining black brogues when he walked out into the rain. On his way to work, wearing a light gabardine, brandishing a sensible dark umbrella till he reached the safety of the bus shelter and counted his change. On cold days he left wearing a tweed sports jacket, leather patches over the elbows, sleeveless jumper underneath, all wrapped in a crombie for good measure. He was proud of his straight back, shaped, marching in the Curragh before he abandoned army officer training, his father buying him out to become a customs and excise man. I remember packets of sweet afton, brown stained fingers, him talking to himself at evening time, bottles of stout and a Jameson chaser in the pub with mother, Canon Sheehan's My New Curate and Glenannar and Charles Kickham's Big Sycamore. Listening from the top of the stairs as he crooned the banks of his own lovely Lee when his pals called for Christmas party and children were seen and not heard. Friday evening bus journeys to Sandyford to meet his brother, winter walks around the reservoir in Bornabreen and Sidonia in the pub on the way home, and the football boots I asked for to please him but never wore because I couldn't drum up the interest in playing or going to matches. But then there was the fishing rod, the swimming lessons, the books and the dreaming, and the time he explained to me that the half-crowns I found in his deep coat pocket were not mine to spend, after the excitement of treating my pals under the watchful eye of the shopkeeper who squealed and sold me down the river. And the way he sang, "Oh, what a beautiful morning," and there's a bright golden haze on the meadow, and I could see that corn that was as high as an elephant's eye, climbing right up to the sky. Thank you.
Thanks, John. And now we have Moo. Something beginning with M. O.
Moze?
Moze?
Ah, yes, Moze. It looked like a you. Sorry.
I thought you meant Mo.
Well, yeah, except yeah.
Ever been in a bad mood? I have, but I wouldn't like to admit it. So this one is called Misery Confessions. When I'm unhappy, I am unfriendly. I think I'm stupid. Isolated from everything in a dark place. I think I'm stupid, and I forget I'm not in a dark place. I glimpsed the light once, and I forget I'm not alone in this world trapped. I glimpsed a light once, lost in a sea of disjointed thought, alone in the world, trapped, too dumb to find a way out. Lost in a sea of disjointed thought, too numb to feel rooted, too dumb to find a way out. isolated from everyone, too numb to feel the roots. When I'm unhappy, I am friendless. This poem it's a bit of a change for me. I went with my friend Carol to a Afriks workshop in Skibbereen in the Arts Centre where she's doing a residency, and it was very, very nice. She gave us a structure for a poetry with different lines that you have to repeat and fill in. It's called a pantoum. So I've tried out a few of these, and I'm going to read one other one. The nice thing about this is that because the poem dictates the structure, you suddenly find that the lines juxtapose differently than you intended. And that's nice because there's an element of chance in it, and you're not so alone and struggling to write something in your own head. Okay, this is the second one. Groping one's way. Laws rule the interior. Iron forces in the dark. Stronger than a mother's love is the child's impotence. Iron forces in the dark, a source of evil, is the child's impotence. Bottled up, inaccessible. A source of evil, love distorted, bottled up, inaccessible, constant turmoil. Love distorted, soothing words do nothing. Constant turmoil, thoughts cannot pass. Soothing words do nothing, weaker than a mother's love. Thoughts cannot pass, and laws rule the interior. Thank you.